Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention I'm $100 million richer.
A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And just shutting him off there. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Looking to throw right away is Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. The Browns at 7-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns 1st down as a tackle made at the 42.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. ETN up the middle, down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
ETN. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Jaguars 14, Browns 3.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Oh, nice move. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and a couple. Now it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the Jaguar first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Jaguars 21, Browns 6. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. ETN once more. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll get this off to ETN. And they are were able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1. Bigsby. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to shoot for. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Jaguars 28, round 6. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
On the return, here's Agnew. Able to fight through one tackle. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. Show them what we're made of, D. Easy. Read up 24.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because As you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Round 6. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Watson now to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They go with Chubb on second down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score.
35. Browns 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play action. It's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. Now Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Recovered. Touchdown number 60. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14.
42. Browns, 28.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Watson. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Watson to throw. Watson making the catch.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
To throw, Watson.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Jaguars, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.